We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball comes your way next. Brian Gonzales will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Stepping in, Trey Turner, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for Washington, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
First offering on its way.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I know these are 2 last-place teams if you look at the standings right now, but it's super early. They got a chance to right the ship. There's a lot of talent that fill both these rosters. Let's give them a chance to get their feet under them, but they got to start doing the little things right if they're going to push this in the right direction.
And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's got a 7-game hit streak going right now. That's a good solid week. What a foundation to build on. I think he's getting to where he's starting to feel real comfortable seeing the ball, and he's swinging it really good right now.
Adam Eaton digging in next.
In there, a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
1 ball, no strikes the count.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. A play at the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
And now for Washington, Howie Kendrick,
as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And here's a cold strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Steven Strasburg will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very, very rarely do you see a guy have a 4-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
Yusniel Diaz is the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A ball and no strikes. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Set. Here's the 3-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Thames has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. This guy's hitting over 450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game. I watched him in batting practice too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Dwight Smith Jr. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail this one 1-0. So here's Starlin Castro. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
The third baseman, number 8.
Carter Kieboom digs in now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and that's now 2 innings and 2 double play balls here tonight. 2 away now.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch to him. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Nationals are out in front here, 1-0. And here's Renato Nunez. And you can see great numbers over the past few games.
The first baseman, Renato Nunez.
First pitch on its way. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he had. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Stevie Wilkerson will be next. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Stevie Wilkerson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted. He can run into a 3-run homer as well.
At the plate now, Ramon Urias, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and 4-speed something the other way.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Full count. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Popped him up. Zimmerman moving to his left. And that's the second out of the inning. Anthony Santander the next to bat, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Ready with the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Orioles leave one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Santander's got it, and there's one away.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Striding in now for the Nats, Trey Turner, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Turner swings a very capable bat against left-handed arms like this, even though he doesn't usually show a ton of power. He does put the bat on the ball, however, and of course his plus speed helps him pick up a lot of hits.
Yeah, and that's what I love about him. He knows his skill set and he stays within himself and doesn't try and do too much. He understands what he's capable of, hits the ball on the ground, line drives, maybe a gapper for a triple, and puts the defense on their heels.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 1 out, nobody on. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now is Eaton. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he's quickly into scoring position now with a 2-out double here in the 3rd. As we put up our team leaderboard, you can see it there. He's now up to 25 on the year. Here now is Juan Soto as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Even at 1-1, the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Eaton at second with 2 down. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Into center field, line drive base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, Dero. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double, finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Hit back toward the mound. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Here's Howie Kendrick. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Ready with the 0-1. Heading out toward shallow right. Right fielder is on the run, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Now batter.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Here's Starlin Castro as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Nationals lead it 3-0. Stepping into the box, Rio Ruiz. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Ruiz, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And the pitch on 2-1. Check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1. So with 1 away, let's take a look at the Orioles' upcoming schedule here to see what's coming up the next 7 days here on MLB The Show. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's by him for strike 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Careful.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The right fielder.
Ready now for Baltimore. Yusniel Diaz flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And this one's in the dirt, and no advance. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Eaton is after it. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, number 88.
Stepping up now, Andrew Velasquez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and one man left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Nationals 3 and the Orioles nothing. So striding forward now, Carter Kieboom as we begin the top of the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Up next for Washington, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
So now to the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That's wide, 2-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great.
Zimmerman swings, and this ball sent out to deep left field. And that's off the left field wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now batting.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
At the plate, Yan Gomes, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
Now batting.
The lineup flips over, and digging in, Trey Turner. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Hey, that's one of the downfalls, D-Roll, of playing the infield in. You cut down the angles. That ball at normal depth probably is a routine ground ball out, but with the infield drawn in, a base hit.
Yeah, I think when you draw the infield in, Dan, you make the hitter's job so easy right there. You're just looking for something to hit hard. You have to be pretty unlucky to hit it to one of these infielders and not get that RBI.
Standing in now, Adam Eaton. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Favorable call in there for a strike. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Pops this one up, and that's going to find real estate and fall in for a base hit. And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and
In now, Juan Soto, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. A bullet to first base. The tag will get him coming back to first.
It's a double play, and the inning is over.
So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Washington leads this one 5-0. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Dwight Smith Jr. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Renato Nunez, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Now at the plate, Stevie Wilkerson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
2-strike pitch from Strasburg. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. In now for the O's, Ramon Urias, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Digging in and looking for more, Eric Thames. Last time through was a base hit. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball. Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Hector Velasquez takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 76, Hector Velasquez.
To the plate now, Howie Kendrick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is hauled in for the first out.
Up next for Washington, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Starlin Castro. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Number 12 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nationals leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Anthony.
First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. This is line to left, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. Fouled off. A runner at first with no outs here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, The catcher, Pedro.
Into the box now, Pedro Severino. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. Smoke toward the hole. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder, UCL Diaz.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Yusniel Diaz. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. First pitch of the at-bat. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And that runner crossing from second scores their first run. It's now a 5-1 game.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Into the box now, Andrew Velasquez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice. He was able to get a single.
Into the box, Dwight Smith Jr. as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0.
No strike.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit hard to the right side, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it, and he will beat the tag, safe at the plate. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Standing in now, Renato Nunez. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike one. It was a walk in his last trip. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swing, and he pops him up. Kendrick is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 5 innings complete. Nationals on top, 5-2. Stepping into the box, Ryan Zimmerman. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Ryan Zimmerman.
The pitch.
The 1-0 home.
Hey! 1-1.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see, they're 2 away from the bottom spot in that category. 13th best, if you will, in the AL. So stepping in, Yan Gomes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot. Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's quickly 0-2. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Diaz is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The center fielder, number 2. Adam.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball well outside.
1 ball, no strike.
In there, and it's even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. On he pops it up. Velasquez over to his left, and that retires the side. 1 left for Washington. They're still out in front, 5-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Stevie Wilkerson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Wilkerson.
First delivery to him on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
At the plate, Ramon Urias. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Soto comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The left fielder, number 25.
Now at the plate, Anthony Santander. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Kendrick squeezes it for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Rio.
Riding in once again, Rio Ruiz. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. There to get it is Kendrick. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. They trail 5-2. At the plate, Juan Soto. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Well thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Thames behind 1-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Waiting on deck is Howie Kendrick. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
0-1 count, here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Way outside, 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Now batting.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Starlin Castro. He went down on strikes last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nationals leave 1, and it remains 5-2. Now to the plate, Pedro Severino. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
The catcher, Pedro Severino.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
And he got him.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
In now, Yusniel Diaz, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Line to the right side, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Thames is there. 2 down.
Now batting, number 88.
Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Velasquez. He singled his last time up. Strasburg comes set. First pitch on the way. That's popped up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, they're not all beautiful, and they don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
Junior.
So now to the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Strasburg with a check at first, and he'll get back in safely. There goes the runner. A pitch out. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Chu Min has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 14, Chu Min.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now in the box, Carter Kieboom. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Number 8.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Offense. 2 balls, no strikes.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Now the pitch. Weak roller right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the Nationals,
And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. So 2 down now in the Washington 8th, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. First pitch coming, here it is. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And it's fouled away. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2.
2-2.
Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Nationals 5 and the Orioles 2. Will Harris is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 36, Will Harris.
At the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. He'll get things started.
For the Orioles, the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball. Figuring out and finding that release point.
Down the first base line. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
At the plate now, Renato Nunez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Harris has over 40 innings on his line so far, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Harris is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Wilkerson.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Fouled away. A swing and a ground ball to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And the deficit remains 5-2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here comes the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. A 1-1. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The center fielder.
Ready once again, Eaton. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Richard Blyer enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 48, Richard Blyer.
He's set. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Stepping in now, Juan Soto. And he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and you guessed it, another double play. Their 5th of the ball game so far, and this one ends the inning. Nationals fail to add on here in the 9th. Last chance coming up for Baltimore. They're down here 5-2. Sean Doolittle comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Digging in now, Ramon Urias. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. After it is Eaton. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Into the box, Anthony Santander. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Bouncer up the middle, and Kendrick gives it a reach going by, but it's into center field for a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Now at the plate, Rio Ruiz. He was a ground out victim last time up. Jack Mayfield will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, 0-1. The win would be Steven Strasburg's here, barring any late turn of events. 0-1, here it comes. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Standing in now, Pedro Severino. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Nationals have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
5-2 the final score tonight. Washington jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Steven Strasburg earned his 9th win of the year. Brian Gonzales was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Sean Doolittle earns the save out of the bullpen, his 27th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 5 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Orioles, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.